Hello, everyone. My name is Brock Tubry, and I am a PhD student at Clemson University. This presentation is part of the late-breaking research track titled Exploring the Challenges of Cloud Migrations During a Global Pandemic. Many companies, big and small, are migrating applications and software solutions to the cloud, bringing these companies many different benefits. When utilizing cloud computing resources, this enables applications to have little or no downtime, as well as on-demand compute power for growing and shrinking applications. It also allows organizations the ability to take advantage of fully managed services to allow developers to focus on building software rather than managing infrastructure. And finally, organizations who have adopted cloud migrations benefit from overall cost savings that would normally be spent on managing and maintaining on-premise hardware. These benefits are causing organizations to adopt cloud migrations at a fast pace, and an even faster pace due to the recent global pandemic COVID-19 has caused. And according to an independent survey to 500 IT decision makers, 87% of these decision makers agree that an acceleration to cloud migrations will occur because of the COVID-19 global pandemic. So it's apparent that software engineers will be migrating applications to the cloud, but not without challenges. So what do some of these challenges look like? Well, the first challenge is developers are forced to re-engineer their development methodologies because of the new requirements that cloud computing provides. Cloud computing platforms also introduce new security requirements to successfully migrate sensitive data, and also manage identity and access management as well as data encryption. And lastly, software development teams will need to learn and understand how to build architectures, implementations, development, and operations in new cloud computing platforms. Now, these are not the only challenges, but they are some of the important factors we focus on and carry over when exploring the challenges of cloud migrations during a global pandemic. Not only are these challenges still present, but global pandemic-specific challenges are also present. These include requirements for entire teams to work remotely, developers may have little to no access to on-premise infrastructure, and there is no longer any in-person training to upskill developers during the migration process, and other factors like enforced social distancing, as well as other stress factors that are caused by the recent global pandemic. These factors alone are separate from what developers have faced in the past and play a role in the ability to have a successful cloud migration, especially during such a critical time for many applications to be online and operational. During this research, we have proposed several different research questions that we would like to answer. Firstly, are remote software engineers migrating applications to the cloud due to COVID-19? What are the challenges that software engineers face migrating applications to the cloud during COVID-19? How are remote software engineers improving their skills and learning how to migrate applications to the cloud during COVID-19? And how are software engineers preparing for an increase in user demand during COVID-19? Answering these questions should help us understand the challenges software engineers are facing and ways we can improve cloud migrations in the future, especially during troubled times and a global pandemic like we're facing right now. To answer the research questions, we plan to use the following methodologies. First, we'll present a single survey to remote software engineers as well as separate interviews for these software engineers. And during the evaluation process, we plan to determine the workstation and environment software engineers are using, the challenges from successful and unsuccessful cloud migrations, the learning platforms that are being used to upskill software engineers, and finally, the end goal is to start to build a process to aid cloud migrations during a global pandemic. After these results are evaluated, our future work includes evaluating the current state of cloud migration models since the COVID-19 pandemic. This will help us determine what needs to be adjusted and changed to eventually propose a new model of methodologies for remote workers who are performing cloud migrations. In the end, we hope to aid the software engineering community to better assist those migrating applications to the cloud under the circumstances that a global pandemic brings. That is the end of my presentation. Please let me know if you have any questions, and thanks for listening.